Hello, screen friends. Today we're gonna have to do something. I'm sorry, what? Okay. We're gonna have to do something that we have never done before in this entire series. That's why the leaderboard is blank, and that's why I'm going to explain it to you. Hello, I am Sallyisadog, technically Sallyisadog 2, and you are watching Spectating Warzone Solos, where we try to find the greatest solos player ever, and that is judged based on kills, with wins being the tiebreaker. Now that you know the rules, I should also say let's subscribe if you want to, but now let's direct our attention down to the leaderboard, but only after I put myself through this tiny little hole on the top of Promenade, because I'm the whole goat. I always marvel that someone can make it to the Gulag as quick as I am. What's up, Sin Nombre? I got some things to discuss, so let's just get this, done. Yeah, keep crouching. Are they good? I'm certainly not. Wow, I missed a lot of shots there. My bet is they landed on a scavenger. Now let's go find someone who's a demon, watch them, and see if they can break the record, which, for the first time ever, we are gonna have to rescind the record. And last episode, it was Vito Corleone, who had 22, 23 kills. It doesn't matter, because we're gonna have to take that away. Their gameplay was just a little bit too sus for me to leave them on the leaderboard in good conscience. It couldn't be done. Why is my skull so big over there? That means we have to roll back the kill competition to a handsome bird. I will say it again, birds aren't real, but they are now our leader at 8 kills. We've never done it before. It just felt like things were too fishy. I watched the video back. I obviously watched it while I was playing, and it didn't pass the sniff test. The aim was amazing, but more than the aim, the positioning was just like, it was too good. They peaked everything perfect. They played people when they had no information of it, and that was our first hacker we've seen on Verdansk. Now, the real question is, oh, are you cheating? I don't think so. You should be able to hit this shot. I'm not doing anything. Okay, it's cost. The big thing is gonna be if we see another cheater. First kill of the game, they're running around with an HDR with 2 bullets. Oh, let's see how good your snipes are. It took them maybe longer than I think I would have liked to see for them to gun me out of the air, but now we know we have someone else in the hangar. They just came outside the door. There they are. They hopped the fence. They were ready for you. Like, big time ready. I don't know why. See, if that was me, that's just the confusing thing. I would have definitely, oh, probably not dead. Wow! There's a better HDR there for you. I would have looked on top of the building immediately, but now I think you're getting gassed and likely pushed. Yeah, grab that HDR. Now you got better ammo. The scope is not quite as, oh! I think that's a demon. This person's playing like a demon. They're, okay. I obviously don't know who this is, but they're peeking things perfectly. I was gonna say if I was them, I would have immediately looked on top because I assume that that's where people like to go. Let's just keep an eye on this gunfight because we've seen more walls, and walls are not as, I don't know if sexy is the right word, but they're harder to figure out if someone's using them versus aimbot. It's not impossible. Obviously, people can hide it when there's not a lot going on, but if you get closer to endgame, you see people just start to really rely on it. Know that people are there when they shouldn't be, all that kind of stuff. We're gonna go over to the firehouse here. We're looking for plates and money. And I think I might have just heard somebody. That wasn't supposed to rhyme. Not finding anyone else to shoot at. And I don't know where that guy went. Maybe going around and just destroying the lobby. They had a green skin on. It was like green and black. It almost looked like a monster thing. I honestly couldn't tell. Now we're making our way into, what do you guys call this, by the way? This building is so commonly used over by hangars, but like, I don't know what the call out is. Uh-oh, here comes a footstep. Yep. That was them. I think it's an Optic Gaming skin. Indeed it is. Here comes a vehicle. Let's count vehicles. This is their first one that we've seen. Half of me wants to just start making a video series on the main channel where I go around just destroying vehicles. That's it. Like, I keep track of not how many kills I get on people, but how many vehicles I blow up. Vehicles are also just confusing because a demon can be using it, but I think in this instance, they're actually doing a recon over there. Oh, here comes a second vehicle. They just got out. They're in a gunfight. That's such a loud sign. Oh God, it's a Terminator. This is the demon. They cracked the demon, but that's still a demon out there. They're gonna sit in their car and they are going to plate up. Someone else is on this building now. We're gonna reload and reposition at a different door. Oh. Oh! That's an insane reach out. We're gonna go to the Gulag with cost, but like, whoever that was, an absolute demon. I have no doubt that we're gonna find out who that person is. 4 kills now. They're getting close. Now, where are we gonna drop? Loadout should be going down here in roughly 40 seconds. I imagine Cost is just gonna hang out in the air as a Ninja Turtle and wait for that to hit the ground. We still have 1 car over at hangars. It could be our Demon Terminator. And that was really just, that was an impressive kill. They immediately reach out, they slid, and they just beamed them. Sometimes I'm happy that we go to the Gulag with people. Other times I'm a little bit sad. This instance, I'm crying on the inside. Here we go. Loadout's going down. Where is yours? Right in the river. On Urzikstan, if your loadout landed in the river, the current would actually move it. Probably not going to be here long enough to actually have that happen, but there's another car behind and bringing our car total to 3. Yeah, this river's not deep enough for that to happen. What are you going to get? An AMAX and Swords. Obviously, they have another gun. I just don't know what it is. Another person floating back down to the earth somewhere around here. A gunfight there. We're just looting up some crates of the orange variety, but they never found any plates. Still don't know what their other gun is. We need, okay. Oh, they're running an AMAX and an AK. I would recommend running one or the other. There's a sniper in this building right in front of them. It sounded like a monolithic suppressor, HDR. Let's see if they can hear you coming. This is just like this. I always get nervous. Like right after you hit your loadout, you've regained, you've done it, you've gotten a good amount of money, you have your fancy guns, you can't die. I would grenade the top floor. And then I think you can jump on that fence line to make the hop up into the window. Uh-oh. That was an amazing snap, but they just didn't get the first. Oh my God, it's pants. Which brings me to what I was gonna talk about. Back in the day, if you saw anyone with pants in their username, they were cheating on Verdansk, the OG Verdansk. I don't know if this is an homage to that or what, but something tells me they really like this building and they're gonna, wow, this circle sucks. I knew it was a suppressed HGR and we have an AK. So they are running what I think is probably the meta right now. I haven't unlocked the fancy rounds for the C9 yet. I will soon, that'll probably be the next video on the main channel. I make no commitments. They have $8,000. They could go over to this buy where did it go? A car just pulled up to this. I think they purchased a UAV. Based on how Pants is playing, I assume that they have Ghost. That is not anything that I know for sure. For the time being, Pants is gonna hang around and play as a Venus flytrap, just waiting for someone else to walk right in, fly right in, drive right in, most likely, into their little plant. I was gonna say web, but that would be really mixing analogies, wouldn't it? They're not an arachnid. Here's what I think is gonna happen. There are, let's see, there's 45 other players left. I think, oh, there's another car, make that 5. They left from the buy station, the UAV is up. If they get out here, they know you're here. I'm pretty sure they know you're here. This is a good player. Very good player. It's the same Terminator skin. Pants has Gulag, no! Oh, guys, we're gonna get on their POV eventually. I bet they have, we don't know their name yet, but I bet they have at least 15 kills. I saw mastery camos on the gun. They've worked the map. They're hunting for kills, and they're gonna hunt whoever wins this Gulag again. Ooh. Great pre-fire. Now, they gotta make a choice. Do they go for that loadout? Let's see if we can identify the car. I think it was, is that the car that they were running, or did it actually blow up? Also, what is this car doing all the way up here? You think anyone's right up here, guys? I sure do. Wow, they're gonna risk it. They're gonna go for the loadout. That's bold. That's bold. There is no UAV called in at the moment, so you should be good for right now. But if you have a Ghost class, I would recommend running it, but also that Terminator seems so insane that they probably run Bird's Eye. Like, there's no hiding from them. 35 other players remaining. We got 4 kills for Pants. I hear gunshots to their left. Are they just gonna try to get high ground? Yes, but they don't have full plates. And also, again, where did it go? Where did that car go? Terrifying. I think the person to their left is whoever this, nope, car's over there. Just saw it on my mini-map, or not on my mini-map, but out of the corner of my eye. They just stumbled upon amazing loot. Now they can actually full plate. What's this car counter now? 6, 7? I think I probably got to do a RPG. Uh-oh. You're getting sniped at, and there's a car. They got to hit one more shot, and you're dead. The car got out. You're probably screwed. Okay. I think I just saw a camera flash from the other side of the river. I've only had like 1 or 2 games end here, and it sucked. It sucked. It was like whoever had, wow, look at them. All the way up there on the mini-map. Here they go, they're floating over to you. This is like the kill you need to have. Oh no. Oh no, they're sandwiched. They're sandwiched between the person up on the hill and the person who just floated over. They need to catch this person running across. I don't see a silencer on their AK, which means if the demon is up top to their left, they're gonna see them on the mini-map and shoot them. A car blew up behind them. Do not fret, everything is okay for right now. But the second they have to move, they're in so much trouble. That was also the car exploding for a second time. I don't know. Here we go. They're right over here. If they have a heartbeat sensor, you're in trouble. Although this is a weird spot to pull out your heartbeat. They're right over here. I can hear them. They gotta rotate towards the train tracks. They gotta rotate towards Pants. And I think I heard someone on the hill behind him. They're squaring off. In the back of my head, I'm just thinking, Terminator skin. Where are they? And I would like, oh.
Losing ground, move it.
Stun went out? I was gonna say, I'll pull up the mini-map, but every single time I do, stuff like that happens. I don't know what I would do here. They have more patience than I do. I'd use the hill right here as a head glitch. I don't hear anyone moving behind him anymore. I think the coast might be clear. Never mind, they just got sniped in the face. I think you're good. I think they're okay. I'm not sure if they're just like wanting to be a train right now and they're pretending they're just chugging along the tracks, but That was really great centering. They weren't okay, by the way. It's Jingles, a level 265. Jingles played that very patiently. That could be the kryptonite for our Terminator rusher. Second kill of the game, Jingles. I guess they were like, you know, right here, but now they're about to rotate up on somebody else shooting. It sounds like a Car 90. They did have a heartbeat sensor, and they're about to bamboozle this guy in the hill. Everybody buckle up. I mean, they should know that they're down here still. I'm assuming they're right on top of this. They go, oh, actually, I saw someone. I saw two people. Jingles has just jangled the last jingle. No way we go to the Gulag again. The Gulag stays open for what I feel like is forever. There's only 15 other players left. The Terminators killed everybody. Oh my God, they're in the Gulag. This could be the moment. This could be the moment. They're about to fight them. What is their name? Sallyisadog. Okay, guys. I'm 99% sure this is the Terminator. The odds are just too good. And I don't think they're gonna win. Sorry, I think the Terminator's gonna win. I don't think Jingles wins.
Thermite incoming!
Oh no.
Throwing thermite!
They're just gonna back it up here? They're gonna smoke? Never reloaded the S-Bell. Oh, they got joked! All right, Kanye. I don't think it's them. They only have 5 kills. I don't think it's them. I think we have multiple Terminators in this lobby. They're thinking about going right back to their X, which is, well, it's close to a car, isn't it? Let's see what guns they get. Oh, I don't know what, something green was just falling through the air. I don't think this is them. They had fancy mastery camos, and yes, those are Warzone camos, but I saw like, no, they would not run a 9-round HDR. Also, I just don't think there's any reason to have 9 rounds of anything on your HDR. It's just not necessary. Sorry, I forgot to talk. I was so upset by the number of rounds in their magazine. 12 other players left. Gulag is still somehow, oh, this is the quickest game of Warzone ever. Gulag's open for another 2 minutes and 30 seconds. They got full plates, they're reloaded, they got their AMAX and their HDR. Maybe they're just a big believer in firepower superiority. I don't know. This brings our car total up to like 6 or 7. I mean, we haven't been in one, but look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know someone's in that house. Someone just called in a UAV. They shot an someone is doing what I'm doing. They're shooting an RPG from behind him. I love that. Now I think we're gonna try to rotate up on the hills by Quarry. This is car central. How many cars are in this zone? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We're looking at 14. That's more than a car per player that's alive still. I don't know why they went here. This is like not a good spot, right? If Circle's gonna close on Quarry, you wanna be like up here so you can float off and go wherever you want. But now they're sitting duck to anyone who's above them. I think they figured that out. They have not that much money, so they can't really go to a buy and do anything. Did they go to the wrong building? I think they did. Spent a lot of time in this building. Just get out of the vehicle. I feel like overnight, vehicles just turned into the solos meta. Anyone else? They bought a self, so that's smart. And there's no way that skin got nerfed. There's no way. Another UAV got called in. That's what makes me think our other Terminator's still alive. That's it. That's the only reason. Someone else just died. We got 10 other players remaining, 5 kills. Technically, the record is doable. Oh, another vehicle right there. Are you gonna check? Just leave. Just leave. If that's you and someone is just posted up in a house with a car outside, just don't take the gunfight. You don't need to prove anything to anybody. That person is waiting for you to do, that was a 50-50. They're waiting for you to do something and you don't have to do it. You know, you're not forced to. I like that they're clearing out their behind. You're gonna put on plates and then ding dong flip it and reverse it. Whoops. Oh, someone's above them. And below them. Oh man. Careful. You're kind of in a bad spot. Unless the person above them is an RPG, in which case I support it. 8 other players left. Where is our good Terminator? Take it. Oh boy, that's not them, but they're just posted. We know where like half the lobby is. 2 people up on the cliff, on a house, 1 there, and then we also have a person right by that light post. I'm assuming someone's down in one of these houses because an RPG came from here earlier. And this is where we're gonna go. This is where you want it to go to. Oh boy, right in front of you. Man, for a 9-round HDR, this thing's ADS is actually pretty good. They're fighting at that house, and there's someone right there. Getting all the plates, and someone was floating, which was interesting. Look right there, 1, 2. Those are the easiest kills you're ever gonna have. In the smoke. It's them. No! You're kidding me.
Got 4 remaining. Stay sharp.
Do we think that was them? They also got sniped at during that whole thing, and I don't know from where. I'll be so upset. There's no way that person had less than the record, but like, guys, it was metaphor.
Gas moving in.
Of course it was. Of course it was metaphor. You have to be kidding me. You have to be kidding me. We would have had metaphor on the leaderboard I suppose I could go back and look at the stream, but like, unless we see it, that doesn't feel right, you know? That is amazing because you could see the effect that that person had on that lobby. That person, metaphor, that person. They also see someone up here and we're waiting to shoot them, but they're not gonna peek. Only 4 other players left. Yeah, the lobby just died so quickly. So quickly. And I think that was in large part Metaphor's doing. The #1 Warzone solos player on the planet, not in terms of wins, but I think kills, definitely, or at least was on Urzikstan. Poetry in motion watching that guy play. Now we're looking for 3 other players. We know where one of them is, at least. All the way up on top of the cliff. I bet someone else is just lurking in the grass. Oh, somebody else died, but it's 2 other players. They got a good pull. There's 1. Now you just gotta find the... Oh, they saw you. They know where you are. Yeah, we just gotta find the other player, who I think could be like here, about to rotate in. What I would do if I was them right now, I would get in this vehicle and wrap everything. That's what I think I'd do. But as you see, by the big I lied. Don't repeat from the same spot. The big eliminated thing on the top of the screen means that I am not them. Where are they? They should be right out here. Oh, they're in a gunfight.
Gas is closing in.
Never mind, they're here. Someone's invading your domicile. 1v1 for the win. Actually, they would be the record holder if they get this, because they're gonna get 8 kills in the win. Did I just jinx them? You know, probably I did. Now, where is this person on the cliff? I see him. They're still in the same exact spot. I saw a very, very brief twinkle. See that star? How I wonder what they are. Yeah, this is where you get in the vehicle. Right now, you're fighting the gas and them. Are they about to run? Smart with the smokes, I guess. But also, like, I mean, they're gonna have to do a dancey dance here and eventually hit a shot. Ooh. Oh, they gotta rotate. I think you're doing better than you think you are. You're not doing great on plates. There was a bunch back there. No, they jumped. They need to. I would just play this little hill line right here. Wait, what? Of course. I think I'm just gonna call this double-digit vehicles. Nope. Okay, I thought the car was gonna roll down and kill him. I guess it still could. All right, this is for the record. This is for a spot on the leaderboard. I'm gonna put, are you gonna steal their vehicle? That's the most genius thing I've ever seen in my entire life. That's the most genius thing I've ever seen. Beastly. Oh, well, I guess we had Metaphor and Beastly. That's so smart. That person's a genius. I cannot believe that. That's insane. All right, well, as always, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you tomorrow. That was so impressive. So impressed. Bye-bye.